Under the Lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jake Arrieta gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here's the first pitch to him. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
2-0 now. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. The 2-0. And this is sent on the ground out to Segura at short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. His history with Jake Arrieta. He's 4 for 13. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
That is third, the right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch.
At the ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey!
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Their count now at 2-2. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Segura has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Wacha gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Here's Andrew Mccutcheon now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 6 home runs and 21 driven in. The 1-0 home. Hit back up the middle. Rosario's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Harper.
Now batting, Bryce Harper comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The windup and the 0-1. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail this one 1-0. Standing in, Robinson Cano. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Pitch on the way.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Two and one.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1 home. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. From the stretch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners are at first and third with none out. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. So coming to the plate, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Michael Wacha.
Into the box now, Michael Wacha. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Now the 2-1.
Hey!
Down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly, and that's the first out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Wacha, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the pitcher, Real Muto.
Standing in, JT Realmuto will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And now a pitch on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Right side. Cano gets to it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. All set for the start of the inning. Ready now, Jeff McNeil.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball, that's out.
Alonso brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
All even now, 2-2. And now a pitch on the way.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Let's go, Phillies. Come on.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope. That's inside. I got 2-1 the count.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
2 out, nobody on. And a strike. Threw him a breaking ball that time. 2-2.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. Down in order go the Mets. They're up 2-0. Up next will be Nick Williams. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Cespedes. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting in, the second baseman, Scott Kingery.
So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Now here's the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. He's got to hurry. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Jake Arrieta.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Wacha gets the sign. First pitch on the way.
Ball, that's out.
Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. The swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, he makes the stop. What an outstanding play to end the inning. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Digging in to try it again, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball. 2-1.
Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. Fouled away. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Cano waiting on the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
On it's Taylor made to short. 6, 4, but not 3 as he throws it away. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Yeah, I like the way he stayed right in there at second base, knowing he was vulnerable, but it definitely influenced the throw to first. Way offline, and he's going to get charged with an error as a result.
Runner at second now as a result of the error, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Wilson Ramos. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
The 0-1 delivery.
Ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Yeah, he's going to have to earn his ribby this time up. 2 outs, a little bit different. Can't just pop something out to an outfielder and steal an RBI. You're going to have to find some green grass.
Lays off 1-0. Cano on third with 2 out. Now Nimmo connects out to deep right field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-0 New York. And that'll bring up Gene Segura back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Pitch on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hopped up. There to make the catch is McNeil, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew Mccutcheon.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew Mccutcheon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Mccutcheon, or just Cutch as he's frequently referred to. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Right fielder, Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Harper bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He's a 9-year major league vet. A ball and a strike. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And that's the third out. Phillies down in order. They're down 4-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Michael Wacha. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Michael Wacha.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
So here's Jeff McNeil. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Striding in once again, Pete Alonso. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
I got the count 0-2. That's a ball.
Good waste pitch, 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're in front 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Circle change, too low, ball one.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the pitch. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
This guy has been an absolute beast this year so far, leading the team in home runs as he approaches free agency. Huge payday on the horizon.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Didi Gregorius becomes out number 2 this inning. Into the box, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Wacha looks in. Here it comes on 1-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Fouled off. Liner towards second, but there to take it in is a well-positioned Cano, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Robert Stock takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 89, Robert Stock.
Settling in now, Michael Conforto, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Michael Conforto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one, no strike.
Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the 1st strike. Four runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-2, and he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order too.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lays off 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 4-0. Digging in now, Nick Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now at the plate, Scott Kingery. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses inside 1-0.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
1-0 pitch on the way. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. On to first, and they get them both.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Neil Walker will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Walker will take the turn here and look for second now. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
So now to the plate, Gene Segura. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Not sure why the pitching coach is even going to the mound. This guy's been on cruise control the entire game. Might be he's just giving his pitcher a chance to catch his breath, regroup, and regain some of that focus.
Standing in now, Andrew Mccutcheon, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That evens it up 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count is 1 and 2.
Two and 2.
2 strikes.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Another try at 2-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Cespedes is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 1. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. The 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1.
Count is 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Williams is right there, one down.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Swung on and missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Two out, nobody on. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close. Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping into the box, Michael Wacha. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 pitch.
Too high. Ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
The 2-1. Taken, strike 2. A runner on first with 2 away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
The batter, number 6.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeff McNeil. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Come on, Phillies.
First offering on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Grounder down the line at third.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, outside.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his own or buries something in the dirt.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Stepping up now, Bryce Harper. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. First pitch of the at-bat. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Swinging a soft liner. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Rhys Hoskins is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and a strike. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 2-1 home.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Nobody out, runner on first. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
At the plate, Didi Gregorius. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Fouled off. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. None out, runners at first and second. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. Jerry Familia is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. JT Realmuto will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Here's the first pitch to him, and he just misses inside with the fastball there. The 1-0.
And 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line drive, base hit down the line. Harper scores. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Ready for another shot now, Nick Williams, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here it comes. He'll start in with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. From the stretch. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Late that time for a strike. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And this one misses for ball 4. And now that'll load him up here with nobody out.
Now back, second baseman.
And in steps Scott Kingery. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Count is 1-2 now. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Gonna be a tough play. To second, there's Cano. And the tag gets him. But they are able to tie it up late here as a run scored on the play.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Adam Hazley will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 40, Adam Hazley.
Nope.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The average of 284 to begin play. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. One and 0. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Swing and a line drive into left field, a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Phillies 5 and the Mets 4. David Robertson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 30, David Robertson.
Here's Pete Alonso. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Here it comes on 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Williams will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and up next the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner back safely. And another throw over, and they got him.
I think he was going first pitch, first movement all the way, and apparently the pitcher knew it too, caught him leaning.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit to short. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Robert Gesellman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Dominic Smith is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Mccutcheon. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Mccutcheon moves well on his way to second now.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bryce Harper. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
No one out with a runner at second. In there, 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Here it comes on 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes Cespedes. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Number 17, Huskies.
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1. There we go now, Phil.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Nimmo in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman,
Digging in, Didi Gregorius, runner in scoring position with UConn. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Comes set. The 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Ready with the 1-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 50, Hector.
Leading off the inning, Robinson Cano, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Up next to that.
So digging in now, Wilson Ramos. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're one hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. High and deep down the left field line. But this will land untouched. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
In now, Ahmed Rosario. As he'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The Mets down to their final strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Philadelphia jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Sir Anthony Dominguez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Hector Neris hammers down the save, his 6th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 3